Hi there. Thank you so much for making these bracelets for Teacher Appreciation Week. I want to go over the supplies real quick that are going to be included in your bracelet making bag. We're going to be making 24 red and 24 pink. And first we have our beads. These are enough to make exactly 24 of each. And I have an example of them. We're gonna spell out Warner. Now, one bracelet I made as an example, I used all pink beads, but you do not have to do that. I made the red one and I used colorful beads. But what we do need to do is make sure we make one that is primarily all red. That's for Taylor Swift's Red era. And ones that are primarily all pink for the Lover era. Now, there are little accents of white beads throughout the bracelet. That's okay. We're gonna make an example here. I'm gonna show you, and we're gonna add some different accents than white beads. We have some little gold accents. I'm gonna show you next how to thread the beading needle. This is gonna make it so much easier to make your beads. I'm including 3 beading needles. On one end of the needle, there is a hook. It is very tiny. You're gonna take about 24 inches of cord, okay? And you're gonna fold it in half. Get your scissors, cut it, and on that folded part, you take the threading needle, stretch it, and you hook it on. Now, go to the other end. You might need to get a parent to help you with this, or you do it a few times, it gets easier each time. Wrap, and we're gonna make a knot at the end. It's better to have more extra hanging out at the end of the bracelet rather than not enough. So that's why we're having this long strand. You want to have enough room to tie the knot. I'm going to give it a few ties because we want to make sure these small clay beads do not fall through, and give it a good, we're going to do it one more time. I seem to be getting multiple different spots. So one last time, I'm gonna be careful where I have this land. All right. That's a good knot right there. I did that about 3 or 4 times. We're ready to bead. I recommend getting a paper plate or a regular plate. Just be very careful. You're gonna take a bag of beads. I'm including multiple bags. This one's primarily red. This one's got pink, red, and white. So if you have friends over, you've got 3 beading needles, y'all could each get a plate, dump the beads on there, and I'm gonna show you how to do it next because it's so much easier than doing it by hand. So we're gonna get these beads on here. You don't have to put the whole thing on, but you can if you want. All right. I'm gonna try and hold the plate. So you're gonna pick the color. Let's make a pink one. So I'm gonna primarily focus on just picking pink beads. I'm gonna probably pick just a whole bunch to make a big old strand, and then I'll put my little gold jewel on. If you run out of any materials during this time, please contact me. We can get you some more. If you find that it's too many bracelets to make, also send me a message because we do have some more parents that would love to help. All right, that's a good amount. Come over here. I'm gonna grab 2 of these flat beads, put them on there. We've got a fun, we're gonna go back to the pink again. I'm gonna make another big thick strand of pink and show you next the letters. Each bag has about 96, I counted, because I made a few samples beforehand to see how they would look. And they're really fun. So we made sure to have enough letters, but by chance I miscounted, please just let me know and we will get you more beads. Let me get a few more pink on. All right, let's do Warner now. So you're gonna just take a letter out of each one. I'm gonna just do some random colors for this one. W. You're gonna have 2 bags of R's because you have 2 R's in Warner. W-A-R, we need an N. And an E. All right, so I like to, on my table, line it up to spell Warner. And then you can take your needle, start with the direction you want it to be spelled on the bracelet. So maybe you want to line it up here. I'm starting with the W. I'm going to thread it in on the needle. There we go. Says Warner. Whoop. It's all jumbled. Now we go back to putting pinks on. Adding a whole bunch of pinks, and we'll put another accent on. I'm gonna speed up this part so we'll get to the end of the bracelet and how to tie it off. Okay, I just did a little test on my wrist and this one's loose. So if you want to go get an adult, you can go test your bracelet on their wrist to see if it's too big or too small. We want to have it, we'll take a measure of this one. We want to have our bracelets about, let me go get a ruler to go check. My handy dandy ruler here. I was gonna say 7 inches. Yep, you want to have 7 to 7.5 inches. So now that we have our bracelet ready, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We wanted to leave some room on each end. That's where our knot is. I pulled the bracelet down. We are going to unhook and tie. We don't want to stretch it when we tie it. So first do a little loose knot, and then the second time you tie it tight. You want to pull it, and then we're going to do a third time. Then you're going to take the strings, not too short, grab your scissors, and we're going to cut them. Cut a little bit of the extra off. And got a little bit of extra here. You can thread this back into the bracelet, or you can leave it and we'll have someone else do it. Actually, you know what? You can leave that. We'll have a volunteer do that. And that is another way. You can make one with the little gold accents. We've got one with white bead accents. These are white bead accents, so that's really two cute ideas for the pink ones. Now I should say only 22, or I should say only 23 need to be made of pink. And that's it, my friends. If you have any questions at all, be sure to ask. Do not hesitate. Remember, my name's Ashley. You might see me at school sometimes, or you can reach me at email or phone. You have my phone number and email too. I'll put paper instructions as well in this bag, and I hope you have fun making these bracelets because I think your teachers are going to appreciate this so much. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for your help.